Apologies to children at home that you have to watch this. That's some good stuff right there. What am I talking about? Oh, the Timberwolves at 7-pack, of course. Man, I really thought y'all had something. You had me fooled there when you won the third game and thought maybe you could turn it around. But boy, did Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle choke in the biggest moments. And then in Game 5 in OKC, you proceed to lay an egg in an elimination game like quite a bunch of teams when they played the Thunder. As in, like, 2 of them. Oh yeah, New York Knicks, you'll always be cursed. You could have had a franchise-altering player for, like, consecutive years now. And, yeah, your past decisions have come to haunt you to this day. So in spite of that, we have a Thunder-Pacers NBA Finals. Hoo boy! Absolute cinema. I cannot believe the Pacers-Knicks series ended at only 6 games. I thought that was going to be a 7-game series, but I was wrong. By the way, this is NBA Finals where we are guaranteed to have a first-time NBA champion in franchise history for either the Thunder or the Pacers. I do feel like out of the 2 attempts, this is the Pacers' best chance of winning. Same with the Thunder. I think their run this year is much better than the 2012 run, I would believe. When they had Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and Kevin Durant on the same team. Who did the Pacers have back in 2000? Well, that would be checks notes. Reggie Miller and company. Well, more specifically, Reggie Miller, Sam Perkins. There was also Al Harrington as well. Jalen Rose. Oh yeah, and they had a guard there that works with the Warriors for a while. I don't know if he's still there or not. Probably not. But he goes by the name of, Chris Mullin. I will say, even though that was a really good Pacers team back then, I still think this Pacers team that was a 4 seed this year, I think they got the best chance of winning NBA Finals. They had a better chance than the Pacers had against, it's not the Showtime Lakers, but it's the Kobe Shaq Lakers. I sure hope it's an exciting NBA Finals, and I think the Thunder are going to win in 6 games. But boy, am I excited for how this series will turn out. But anyways, welcome back to Grizzly Talks Football. I am the Grizz. And we are continuing these NFL hot takes for 2025. We got one more division in the NFC, and then we switch over to the AFC tomorrow and Wednesday. But today we got NFC West. If you have enjoyed this series so far and you're looking for the playlist of the entire season, make sure to leave that link in the description so you can see every single episode. If you are new to the series for you to catch up on, you'll also be able to rewatch episodes. Also have that playlist for future episodes when they come out. Also, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button somewhere there and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. Also, it helps the channel a lot. Without further ado, let's get to some more hot takes. Whoo, I'm going to be burning hot with these on the NFC West. Kicking these off, we got the Arizona Cardinals. I feel like I am going to get some hate for this, but as much as I want to talk about stats, let's talk a little bit of negotiation kind of news here. But my hot take for the Cardinals is that Kyler Murray will be traded by the trade deadline. If you don't know who Kyler Murray is, he was a Heisman-winning QB out of Oklahoma, the Sooners, and he was drafted number 1 overall in 2019 by the Arizona Cardinals, and he has been their quarterback ever since. He had only 1 playoff appearance, and he got badly injured in the wild card game against the eventual Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams, also an NFC West opponent. But other than that magical 2021 season, they hasn't really been in a great QB. It's been above average, but not exactly what you want out of a franchise QB. He was Kyler Murray before Bryce Young came along. He was pretty much the shortest QB until that time. It's just really sad to see some of these college football players who were so good in their time in college end up not working out in the NFL. Hopefully it doesn't happen to any of the young QBs that have been playing for like 1-2 years maybe, and now this is their first rookie season for some of them. Arizona might be in the search of a new franchise QB once Kyler Murray's contract is up or he ends up getting dealt to a different team. But I just don't see Arizona exactly rolling with Kyler Murray in the long term and in the long run. I'm not saying he's a terrible QB, it's just he's not exactly what you would call a franchise-changing QB. Up next, we got the Los Angeles Rams, the NFC West champions from this past season. Dude, they have so much talent on both sides of the ball. This is like so tough. My hot take for them is that Matthew Stafford will have a shot at breaking the single season passing yards record, maybe passing touchdowns record. It could be one or the other, or it can be both records that will be broken. I gotta say this right now. Matt Stafford has a stats receiving core. He's had one ever since he went to Los Angeles. It's just a shame that he was injured for 2022, but Rams have been a solid team despite that season. They even picked up Puka Nacua in the 5th round of the 2023 NFL draft, and he panned out to be one of the best receivers in the game. Arguably the best wide receiver, too, in the game. And now he's being paired up with Devontae Adams in place of Cooper Kupp going to the Seahawks. There's literally no reason that Matthew Stafford shouldn't throw for like 5,000 yards, maybe 40 touchdowns, maybe even more. Unless, of course, there are some injuries out there and or Kyler Williams completely goes off again. Rams are going to be a scary team in the NFC West this upcoming season. Up next, we got the San Francisco 49ers. The team that I predicted to win the NFC West last year, but that did not pan out too well. They just got hit hard with the injury bug this past season. You know, CMC, a lot of defensive injuries as well. And almost all their defensive core left. Even some offensive players as well. It's going to be hard to say because as much as I kind of like Shanahan, I can't get over the fact that he choked with the Falcons back in the, But my hot take for them is that Kyle Shanahan will see a surprise firing after another losing season with the 49ers. This team has too much talent to have a 6-11 season, and they have too much talent to even have a losing record. I'm not saying Brock Purdy is the top 10 QB in the league. Are you serious? He's a top half QB. He's a great system QB, to be honest. Probably one of the best Mr. Irrelevance ever. Maybe the best of all time. But his receiving core is Jawan Jennings, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk. You can even have CMC out there catching passes as well. They got talent on the offense, and same with the defense as well. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. Come on, the secondary got weaker though. I'll give them that. But man, Kyle Shanahan was supposed to lead this team to greatness. He did lead them to 2 Super Bowl appearances, but ever since the last one, they have just not been the same team. And I don't think they will ever be the same team. The All-In 49ers has officially taken a detour. A complete downhill slope at the bottom of the cliff, and the 49ers fell right into it. And next we got the Seattle Seahawks. Actually, this is the last team in the division. You guys know what happened. Sam Darnold and Cooper Kupp are new additions. Mike Macdonald's in his 2nd year as a head coach. He had a 10-win season this rookie season, which is not terrible. He has a much younger QB. He was coming off a Pro Bowl season, might I add. Here's my full prediction on the Seahawks, as in my hot take. Mike Macdonald leads his Seahawks to a division title and at least a 12-win season, with Sam Darnold making a 2nd straight Pro Bowl. He went from one QB whisperer to another. I know Kevin O'Connell was a better QB whisperer, but that's besides the point. Loaded receiving core, great running back room. You got Kenneth Walker when healthy, and you got Sat Charbonnet, who had a pretty impressive season. Then you also got Cooper Kupp, like I just mentioned, and Jackson Smith and Jigba at the wide receivers. Tight end is Noah Fan. He's doing pretty well for himself in Seattle, though. Offensive line could definitely use some work, but when he has time, he can make some big plays. And don't get me started on the defense. Didn't they get DeMarcus Lawrence a free agency from the defensive line? Defense is solid. Offense looks a little bit better than it did from the past season, with Geno Smith and DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. Or at least I think it is. I used to be a Sam Darnold hater, but I am really hopeful to see what Sam Darnold can do at the next step. that is going to do it for my NFC West hot takes, and that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure you give it a big fat thumbs up. Hit the red subscribe button like I just said, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single one of my videos. It does help the channel a lot as well. This is Grizzly signing off for now. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace!